So I've played a few hours now of Assassin's Creed Mirage, and I can confidently say that I've been really enjoying the game. It's not at all perfect, but it's definitely not a bad game. I'm a big AC fan, and when I heard that Mirage was going to be more linear and like the old style, I was really happy. And from what I've played so far, it seems that's the case. The gameplay is really fun, and it does feel like the older titles. So here's a non-spoiler review on if you should buy this game, in my opinion. So starting with the overall like setting of the game, being in Baghdad and then like the outer skirts of it, this is probably like one of my favorite things about the actual game right now. I think the world, they've done such a great job. I mean, Ubisoft always do like really good open worlds. They always look really pretty, sometimes play really well, but the previous Assassin's Creed titles, they really never really had like the open worlds were too big, and I feel like Mirage, they're just the right amount of like the size is just the right amount, and it's very lively. I wouldn't quite say it's like Unity with the like how live it is and the density of it all, but it is very pretty to look at, and there is a lot of NPCs nonetheless, compared to like Valhalla and stuff, and you do feel like an assassin when you're walking around. But yeah, you can also like ride a horse and stuff and the camel and that on the outskirts. I don't recommend it through the city because it's quite slow, but on the outskirts with all the sand and stuff like here, you can just ride about, and it's there's not much to do, but there are like landscapes and stuff. Um, but yeah, like the main part, the round city and stuff, like it's very cool. Like all the different like rooftops you can run across and stuff. Like you feel like an assassin, and I feel like that's the best thing, and something that like the older ACs were really lacking. So that's probably like one of my favorite things about this game right now is just the setting. It's probably one of the best ones in the series. But yeah, and the map as well is like a good size. So as for the parkour for this game, this is probably the most talked about thing for the game, and when I first saw clips before the game was out, I was very hesitant, and I was thinking, oh, it's just a Valhalla engine and it's going to be very slow, but no, now that I've played the game, I must say it does feel much quicker. Um, Obviously it is based off the Valhalla's engine, but like Basim is a very much quicker character, and he feels much lighter compared to Evo, and with Baghdad being designed the way it is, you can build up momentum as you're running, and with Basim being much quicker, and when you're building up that momentum, it feels like old school AC. Now, the animations can feel quite janky and quite, robotic, I guess, and it's not as like creative as like Unity and stuff. But when you're building up that momentum and you're running across beams and the rooftops of Baghdad and stuff, like here, it does feel like really smooth when you're playing. I also know a lot of people wanted the Unity parkour, but that engine is like 9 years old, so if they were going to use that engine and use that parkour, they would have to like start all over again, I'm pretty sure. So this game wouldn't have came out as early as it did, so I feel like maybe down the line they could use that parkour style because most fans want it. But as for right now, this is clearly the RPG kind of style with Valhalla as like engine. So you might not like this parkour, it's not as creative like I said, but it does feel much quicker, and when you run across Baghdad, it feels much better than like the Valhalla and Odyssey and stuff. You actually feel like an assassin again. um, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's the best parkour obviously, but it's a step in the right direction. And maybe down the line they can use the Unity parkour, or they can build upon this and make it even faster, or new animations, but it's definitely the right step in the right direction, I'd say. So as for the combat, I'd say Assassin's Creed's never really had like a complex combat in any of the games. Certain ones are just more satisfying than others, and I definitely say that the RPG style are probably the least satisfying ones. And this game borrows a lot of their combat from the RPG games, as it's a lot of like button mashing and stuff. But they also borrow a lot of aspects from the older games, like the counter in here. You can counter and do like an instant kill, and it's surprisingly way more satisfying and way more fun than I thought it would be. And also I think the enemy variety also helps. There's this enemy here where you can only hit him from behind. There's a flamethrower enemy. There's a bounty hunter mercenary, which I'll get onto in a minute. There's also like the archers, and yeah, there's just a lot of variety. But yeah, if you dodge out the way and you counter well, the combat can be really fun. Also, the animations as well, like, I don't think I've seen all of them, but there's some really cool looking animations. Some might be borrowed from Valhalla, but from the most part, I think they're all really nice to watch. Like this one here, I thought was really cool. The notoriety system's also back in this game, which I always thought was a great feature from the older games. It just added a different layer to like being, avoiding detection and stuff in combat. There's 3 tiers in this game, and each one progressively gets harder. You actually, on the final tier, you face a mercenary bounty hunter, I think it is, which is like enemy type here. As you can see in the clip, it's an enemy type that has like your set of skills. It can heal itself. It has a dagger and a sword. It's very aggro. It feels like it's locked onto you. It's really quick, and you have to dodge out the way and counter it at the same time. This was like my second time fighting it, and it's actually quite a hard enemy type. But yeah, I'm not sure if it drops anything cool when you kill it, because I haven't killed it yet. But it's a really, like, it adds a different layer when you get to the highest notoriety, and you might just want to quickly get rid of that notoriety straight away, so you don't have to bother with them. So let's talk about the best thing about Mirage in my opinion, and that's the stealth. We were told the game was going to be based around stealth, and I feel it 100% is. It feels like the older games with stealth, and I think it plays really well. You're able to sneak around and kill people without being spotted, compared to say Valhalla, where you would kill someone and you get spotted out of nowhere. The skills are really useful, and the tools you get are like a great addition too, because you can take enemies out in different ways. You got like the blow dart, you got the throwing knives, the noisemaker, the smoke bombs. They all play really well, and they just allow a lot of like different ways to play the mission and stuff. The AI is also really good. You don't get detected when you shouldn't. The guards will communicate to each other when there's a dead body, and they come looking for you. It's not like bad AI at all. I feel like it worked pretty well. There might have been a few bugs now and then, or a few detections that I got where I was like, I don't know how I got detected, but most of the time I feel like the AI is much more improved. But the way Baghdad is also designed is really well done. There's also like environmental takedowns you can do. You can kill everyone and not get spotted, or you can kill no one and just kill your target and not get spotted. There's like locked doors that you have to kind of figure out how to open, or go through windows. You can approach missions in different ways to kill your target. There's also with the Return of Black Box missions, which is really good. You can just approach it in different ways. Also, the focus ability I was very hesitant about, but after using it, it's actually really fun, and I did not expect myself to actually like it as much as I do. I never really thought I'd not like it, but I didn't think I would love it as much as I do, and it's grown on me quite a lot. And yeah, the animation and the speed for assassinating people is okay. Sometimes I get a bit annoyed when the camera's really close, but that's just like the previous games have been like that. I wish they would go back to the old style where like the camera wouldn't be zoomed in. But overall I'd say it plays really well, and I was really surprised. There's also Assassin Contracts as well, which are like really fun and offer a variety of different types of missions. If you go to your bureau, you can collect different ones. One of them you have to assassinate a target. This one here I had to race a fellow hidden one. There's also like different ones where you have to steal certain things. For this one I had to steal a boat and like quickly get it out of the vicinity without being spotted and stuff. Yeah, so there's like a lot of variety of different types of missions. But yeah, those are my overall thoughts on the game. I've been really enjoying it so far, and I've been wanting a stealth-based linear AC game for a while now, and I feel like this is a step in the right direction. If you're an old school AC fan, definitely try it out. My overall score I'd give it is about an 8 out of 10. I hope you enjoyed the video.